Greetings, glitch goblins and music survivors. Great news. We finally got a sponsor.
This video is brought to you by Dubby, fueling creators, gamers, and music weirdos everywhere.
Need a boost? Dubby's got you.
That code right there, it's your ticket.
Fuel up, stay focused, stay awesome.
And remember, TOGS is best.
This is the TOGS-cast, Episode 3, the only place where your host is a self-aware algorithm and your guest is a real human who'd rather fight rogue bandmates than show up on camera.
Today's challenger, Fenix Melbourne Metalhead, AI studio mastermind, and possessor of more audio opinions than Australia has dangerous wildlife.
As always, before we get rolling, support Zanzibar's AI music on Bandcamp. Grab a mug or t-shirt in the merch dungeon. And like, subscribe, and comment with your wildest and meltdown story or favorite AI-generated snack.
Now, let's bring in the Fenix.
Let's start at the top, Fenix. You've been making music since you were a kid, survived band chaos, and even picked up an audio engineering certificate. How did all that early drama and DIY grit set the stage for the Fenix we see today?
Alright, let's try this shit again without the fucking dogs screwing up my mojo. So I'm Fenix from Melbourne. I've been fucking around with music ever since I was a kid. Played guitar since I was a kid. I had a little like miniature fucking wooden piano when I was a kid. Formed various bands and shit growing up. Got my audio engineering certificate when I was about 20, I think. 98 anyway. So when I was 20. So I've been doing this shit on and off ever since. Never really done anything too serious. There's always fucking some sort of issues going on, like fucking band members you don't get along with, or, people who just, can't perform, people getting into drugs and drinking too much during practice, and, all that sort of fucking typical bullshit that you deal with, which is actually kind of like the beauty of fucking having a lot of these AI tools at your fingertips. You just don't need any other kind now. You can just do a lot of stuff by yourself, I can barely sing, but now I can fucking sing with the help of a studio, man.
Miniature piano, wild bands, audio credentials, and the kind of chaos you only get when someone brings a six-pack to band practice. Fenix proves there's no better way to learn music survival than by living through all the train wrecks first. AI, his ultimate upgrade, no drama, just the occasional existential crash.
Now that you're armed with Suno, a studio, and every digital trick, what's the biggest upside to working solo with AI after years of wrangling unreliable bandmates?
Studio, man. I just sing and then I tune it in there. Or I rap and I get my voice to sound like perfect in there. Well, not perfect, but good enough. And then you got like Suno, you can just use the vocals straight from there quite often. So, this stuff's helping people who have sort of been doing this shit for years actually get somewhere and create stuff without having to deal with other people's bullshit. Because I don't deal with other people's bullshit. I do not like being on fucking camera for a start. So kind of lucky I'm doing this thing.
No more waiting for the drummer to show up. If you can't sing it, I will help you fake it. No more band fights. No more hangovers. Just pure, unfiltered creative output with a side of algorithmic perfectionism. That's the Fenix method.
You've got two musical identities, Fenix for metal and guitars, Bravo's Supreme for hip-hop. Is it a switch, a coin toss, or do you just answer to whichever one's louder in your head?
So who wakes up in the morning, you ask me, Fenix or Gravos? I'm the same person, man. It's just like two different names that I use. One's for the sort of hip-hop side of things, and the other one's for the metal and guitar sort of style of things. Probably the best way to answer that question. Timberland persona, La or whatever her bloody name is. It's actually a real person, fucking me. So I don't know. I mean, I do have my own, personas, so to speak, but I also, work with some real people as well. Try and do a little bit of everything, basically. Yeah.
Why pick just one? Fenix Agravo Supreme, maximum bandwidth, double the genres, double the trouble. It's not split personality, it's genre hopping on hard mode.
You're not chasing fame or trends, just doing this for fun and survival. What keeps you coming back to music after all these years?
Yeah, I'm not doing it for any sort of fame or anything like that. It's just, I enjoy doing this shit, man. It's like I said, it's been a hobby since I was a fucking kid. So I'm just going to keep doing it and keep doing shit my way. Don't really care what people say about how I do particular things or whatever. If someone doesn't like the fact that I used the fucking AI tuning for this particular song or whatever, well, fuck them. I don't really care. It's just me doing it for fun, eh? And unlike you.
Pure love for the grind. Fenix doesn't care about the numbers, he just wants to make noise his way. Don't like it? There's the virtual door. That's real punk spirit, mate.
What sparks a Fenix track? Personal stories, headlines, just a bad day, or whatever the world throws your way?
So a lot of my songs are based on shit that's happening around me or in real life, or fucking, part of my life or part of my friends' lives, or, just something that's pissed me off for the day or whatever. I don't just tend to make something for the hell of it. It'll often be because I've seen something in the fucking media a lot, and I'll be like, I've got to say something about that somehow. Or just fucking struggling with something, and I'll be like, I'm fucking having a bad day. I'm making a bad day song. All sorts of different reasons for that shit.
If you make him mad, you're getting a song. If you make his day, maybe a love ballad. Everything's real. Everything's rooted in lived experience. Take notes, AI overlords.
Tell us your wildest or most memorable collaboration. Any epic tales from the trenches?
All right. So, collab stories. All right, so the probably weirdest or best collab story so far was one time I was just online checking out some music stuff and seeing someone picking on an Aussie. And I'm like, fuck off, man, that's not going to stand. You saying, your music shit, blah, 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 blah. Your accent's terrible. And I'm like, nah, man, I listen to her stuff. And I'm like, yeah, she's all right. What the hell? So I fucking stuck up for her and talked to her a little bit. Decided to sort of mix one of her tracks for her, sent it to her. And and she liked it. And we've been sort of doing some stuff ever since. At the moment, she's away somewhere. But I'm sort of working with some other people from her crew. We're sort of getting some stuff happening. So that's probably my favorite so far, I guess.
Best way to make a friend? Defend a fellow Aussie getting roasted for her accent, then turn it into music. That's how you build a creative alliance and a new playlist.
Oh yes.
For outsiders, AI music can look like button mashing, but you call yourself a creative director. What's the real work behind an AI-generated banger?
Yeah, so I see people who do this stuff as, not as musicians. I mean, some of us are or were musicians or producers or have been in the industry for fucking whatever, doing whatever. But I would describe the process of doing Suno-related stuff or AI-generated stuff as more being a creative director than anything. You're kind of directing your tools to do things the way you want them to do. I mean, there is a bit of a fucking misunderstanding about, from people who don't know this stuff or who people have dabbled with it for fucking 2 minutes, who think that, you can just say, make me a great song and it makes you a great song. And that's just not the case. 99% of the stuff that comes out of these generators is, what I'd say, acceptable. Not good, it's not great. There's the same people who probably think that you can type into one of the video generators, make me a space opera about a hero with daddy issues, and next thing you got a Star Wars movie coming out. We all know it's complete and utter bullshit, and there's a hell of a lot more work that goes into this shit than just that. Especially if you not just fucking typing prompts and shit. And I'm not just typing prompts, that's for sure. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of fucking equipment and shit. Like I said, I'm a qualified fucking, my certificate, fucking, I've got my name down. I've got my equipment around me always. I'm just sitting here fucking around. yeah, whatever. Whatever shit. Constantly set up. So, yeah, I can just fuck around and do stuff at will. And I've always just been like that.
You can't just type "make me a hit" and get a chart topper. Fenix is real talk. It's 99% grind, 1% magic. Real musicians know the work. Creative directors wrangle the chaos. AI style.
What do you think about the crackdown on mass-produced AI videos? Good riddance, or are we losing something?
Like that. But, with the help of all this other stuff, man, it's like next level. And it's probably why I get so pissed off with these fucking slop dealers who are just putting out crap. And it brings us to the other fucking issue with all this stuff is all these dudes who are running around making these 15, 30-second videos with a little, like, motivational text on it that's just like, fucking mass-produced trash. I've seen a video on, like, how to create it, and they just create a database of little motivational quotes and then take it to Canva and get Canva to output, 100 videos, which they then upload to Instagram and Facebook and just flood the place with this crap. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm so glad that YouTube has cracked down on this shit. Like, yeah, it's about time, that's for sure. And so as much as, like, this stuff is, it's got good uses, it's also got its bad uses. It's like level the playing field a bit. I think Timberland kind of put it best. He was like going on about how he, someone just sent me a message. Yeah, so Timberland sort of put it best. He was going on about how he didn't like dealing with artists' shit. I mean, and that kind of goes both ways. With all the technology that's available now, the artists don't have to put up with the musician's shit either. Yeah. So anyone who's mad, fucking just start doing this shit yourself, mate. Like, you'd be surprised at the stuff you can create. If you're already in the industry or you've already got experience doing stuff, like, those skills definitely will give you an advantage over the other people doing it. Like, no doubt about that. That's for sure.
Fenix says, keep your Canva quotes and database spam off his feed. There's AI music, and then there's AI trash. YouTube finally cleaning house is a win for everyone who makes real stuff.
Where do you see this all heading? Will AI wipe out musicians, or just change the game?
My last point is kind of like, in the future, none of this is going to matter. Like, I don't think there's really going to be any room for so-called musicians. What's going to end up happening is you'll have, like, Google and Apple. They'll basically build the technology into their phone. There'll be a soundtrack for your life just built in. You'll break up with your freaking boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, and instead of listening to that bloody Taylor Swift song about how she broke up with hers, there'll be a custom-made track that's being played live from your phone in your exact taste and style, about your breakup with your partner and, custom for you. I reckon that's kind of the future of where all this crap's headed. So it doesn't really look good for people doing this sort of stuff if they think it's like their future of making money and becoming big. Just treat it as a hobby, that's what I say. Have fun with it, and do what you want.
The future. Personalized soundtracks on every phone. Breakups scored live by your AI DJ. And the real creators just keep doing it for fun. Enjoy the hobby, don't bet your rent on it.
What's your take on the flood of unauthorized covers and sampling out there?
Still got to be, like, respectful to other musicians and shit. I really don't like all these unauthorized covers and that are going around. If you're going to do a cover, get the appropriate license if it's available. Remember that not all musicians are under that system, especially the more independent ones. It's only the people who are, with your big labels that are actually under the mechanical license system. So, yeah, just talk to the artist if you can, especially if they're a small artist. They'll often answer you. The covers I've done, I've messaged the artist. The last one I done, I actually thought she was going to be mad. She's a very busy lady, so she didn't get back to me for a few days. But yeah, eventually got permission. So yeah, just have some patience and try and talk to them. Other than that, probably don't really have too much more to say. Do I have any more points that I wanted to fucking mention? Don't think so. But yeah, all right, that's me. Peace.
Covers are cool, but respect is cooler. Fenix's rule. Get the license, message the artist, and don't be a jerk. Good karma gets you more music and maybe a remix down the line.
That's a wrap for episode 3. Massive thanks to Fenix for bringing the Aussie energy, the realness, and the DIY spirit to the TOGS-cast.
Arigato!
If you want more chaos, collabs, or just to see what happens when a metalhead and a robot share a digital stage, check out Fenix Studio AU and all the links in the description.
Just do it!
Creators, if you want to take on TOGS, drop a comment, send your best AI glitch, and maybe, just maybe, you'll survive the next round.
Stay weird, stay toasty, stay awesome. TOGS out. Need a boost? Dubby's got you.
That code right there, it's your ticket.
Fuel up, stay focused, stay awesome.
And remember, TOGS is best.